Hey, what's up everybody? It's Osama from 5-4 Performance. Today we're at the track. We're going to go through our first speed session in the program. Now this one's really simple. We're going to go through an extended dynamic warm-up and break down a lot of the drills for you so that you understand everything. After that, we're going to get into some speed mechanics drills, and today's focus is primarily acceleration. So we're going to work on good form, good technique, but really basic stuff. And we're going to finish off with some Accel based conditioning. Let's get to work. All right, man, so today what we're going to do is start off with a basic dynamic warm-up. So you're barefoot, that's great. Everyone else needs to be barefoot for the warm-up. So we're starting off with heel walks. We're going to stay on the heels, slight bend in the knee. We're going to walk forward. We're going to go about 20 yards. We want to take really small steps. Let's get it going. Next one, we're going to pretend like we're in high heels, walking with the toes pointed straight forward. We're going to go toe walks for 20 yards. Try to stay as high as you can. Okay, last drill in our foot warm-up series. We're going to go heel to toe, balance for half a second, go back, heel to toe. Again, small steps. We're going to go for 20 yards. Okay, next one, we're going to go hammy sweep. So we want one heel in front of the toe, bent knee on the back leg, and we're just going to go ahead and keep the back straight, push the bum back, sweep down, take a few steps, and then switch. Same thing, we're going to go for 20 yards. Okay, next up in our dynamic stretches, we've got quad stretch to high kick. So we're just going to hold this right here. We want the hip to be neutral, push and squeeze through the glute to get a really good stretch. And then we're going to go high kick, take a few steps, switch sides, same thing. 20 yards. Next drill, we're just going to go with a groin stretch. So we're taking a big step out. This one's for 20 yards as well. Nice big step. I want to push my bum back and bring this opposite toe up to the sky. We're going to get as low as we possibly can and then switch sides. I'm going to step back, turn around, and then do the same thing on the other side. We're going all 20. Okay, next one, we're going to go world's greatest stretch. So we're going to bring our knee to our chest, get up on the toe, fall forward, put the opposite hand down on the ground, and then we're going to take the elbow to the other elbow, open up to the sky, take a big exhale, then come up. We're going to switch legs, do the same thing, open up to the sky, stand up. We're going all 20 yards. Let's go. And the last one's just going to be a step into an RDL. Reach out in front of you. This is our straight leg balance stretch. So we're right there. Take another step into the RDL. Balance. Take another step. And we're going all 20 yards just like that. Good. Yeah, get a little bit of balance into. Make sure you dig that big toe down into the ground as you're coming up. So. Next drill we're going is the ankle dribble. So real simple. We're going to break this one down a little bit more. We want to think about we're a clown riding one of those really mini tricycles. The action is dorsiflexion on the way up and on the way down. Up, down and back. We don't want to go up and down. We don't want to go forward and back. I'm going to do all of it together. Up, forward, down and back at the same time. And we're doing it in a little bit of a jog. So we're right here. Keep the toes up to the shin. And we're striking down underneath the hip. Every single step. We're not going to take too many steps within this 20 yards, but we do want to make sure that we maximize every single step. There you go, solid. So toes up, we want that down and back action too. Nice, and we're working from the hip to create that movement. Okay, so for another 20 yards, we're going to do the same thing, this dribble. I want to think about keeping the core tight, moving forward. This time we want to gain a little bit more distance. So every time we strike back, we're going to think about pushing the ground away. If that last one was how many reps can you get in 20 yards, this is how few reps can you get in 20 yards. So we're going to be adding a little push. Still with that cyclical motion, striking down and back. Let's go for it. There you go. Good work. Keep it over the ankles. Nice, easy, done. Okay, so this next one's just going to be an A skip. Now for this one, we want to think between the 0 and the 20-yard mark. We want to get as many reps as fast as possible on this round of A skips. Yeah. So real simple with the A skip, it's just basically a little hop. And then between every step, all I'm doing again, toes up, driving my knee, bringing it back down. So this is it all together. And for the 20 yards, we're going to get as many reps as possible. There you go. Let's try to go straight up, bring the toe forward, and then back and down, forward, back and down. Way to go, there it is. Okay, on this next one, we're going to do the A skip again. This time, we're trying to get as much distance as possible between each stride without cycling. So we don't want the heel to come up towards the butt. We want toe to go out in front, down and back every single time. So again, start off with that little hop and then give it a good push. Remember, no cycling. Every time you push, we don't want to see this. We want to see this. Forward and back. There you go, nice, good push. Get out in front of you, pull it back down. Nice. All right, now if for whatever reason you can't do that A skip, it's too technical for you, we're just gonna regress a little bit and just go to an A march. So real simple again, this is working on our acceleration mechanics. We're driving the off the toe. We're gonna bring the toe up with the knee, up and forward, then we're gonna strike back and down. But instead of skipping, we're gonna walk with it. So we're right here. I bring my toe up and forward, and I strike down underneath my hip as I move forward. Let's go ahead and hit that for 20 yards. Good, and this is just a regression if you can't do the A skip. We're gonna be doing a double leg pogo hop, so real simple. We wanna think about when we attack the ground, we're attacking with the ball of the foot, not the toes, and definitely not the heels. When the toes come up off the ground, we want to keep them dorsiflexed, keep about a 90-degree angle in the ankle. When we're jumping, we're not trying to jump with our knees, we're trying to just get some toe pops. So we're looking like this. Pop that toe up every single time. What we don't want to be doing is loading and jumping. That's not right. Let's make sure we're just using the ankle. We're going to go for 10 yards and then jog after 10. Go for it. Nice, good job. That's it, way to just use the ankles. Pop that toe up, and jog. Nice, good work. Same principle, but this time we're going unilateral or single leg. So we're gonna do toe pops or alternating pogo hops. Right here, same thing. I don't wanna use too much knee bend, and I don't wanna make this a bound. So we are trying to get height on every pop. Yeah. Let's go for 20 yards. Okay, next, real simple, we're gonna do a B skip. So the difference between the A and the B is the A is my hammer. I'm punching the ground straight down. The B is gonna be my matchstick. I'm gonna be striking the ground backwards. We don't wanna hit the ground too hard or with the heel because we would break the matchstick. Wanna hit it with just enough force to light a fire underneath you. The foot strikes underneath your hip every single time. Nice, all 20. Good. For that B skip. So when we're doing it, we don't want to think about bringing the leg all the way up here, because when we're running at top speed, we're never able to really reach this kind of position. More so than anything, when we're running at top speed, we're going to get that high thigh block, and then we're going to go ahead and extend the leg and bring it down underneath us. So the furthest my leg has to go in terms of height is here. I don't want to be all the way up there. Okay. It's different if we're trying to maybe work the hamstring, but in this case, we're just trying to work that B mechanic or top speed mechanic. So again, instead of being all the way up there, let's try to keep it underneath the hip and a little quicker. Okay, let's go for it. There you go. It's an A with a strike back. A with a strike back. That's it. Better. Nice. All right. Last couple drills. We're going to do these ones back to back. We're going karaoke to 10 yards, and then you're going to switch and go 10 yards the other way. As soon as you hit that line, you're going to give me a 3-step shuffle to open and run to the 20, and then same thing back. So I'll give you an example of the whole thing, and then you can go for it. So we're going karaoke all the way for 10. And make sure we keep the belly button facing forward. And then I'm going to switch sides for 10. As soon as I hit the line, I'm going 3-step shuffle, open and run. We're not sprinting, just run. Face the same way, 3-step shuffle, open and run. Switch sides. All right, hit that line, 3-step shuffle, open and run, 1, 2, 3, open, good. Hit that 20, face the same way, 3-step shuffle, open and run, perfect. And now we're gonna get the shoes on. All right, okay, so we're gonna do our wall drills now. This series is just to get you used to the fast switching that you require when you have a good acceleration. This is not to train the push. This is just to train when you get to the top of that thigh block, how to switch quickly underneath your center of mass. So real simple. Let's go a little further back. Okay, we're gonna get a good lean and bring the hip down. Okay, and then from there, you're gonna bring one knee up to about just less than 90. Right there is great. Okay, then we're gonna go single switch on me. We're going 3 each side. Ready? Switch, 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 switch. Perfect. We're gonna go right into double switch. So same thing, bring the knee up. We're gonna double switch. So you're gonna bring 1, 2, and then stop. Ready? Go, switch, switch, go, switch, switch, go, switch, switch, switch sides. Ready? Keep the core tight. Go, switch, switch, go, switch, switch, go, switch, switch. Perfect. Triple switch. And before you go, just wanna make a note of what Juwan's doing really quickly. He's making a concerted effort to breathe as he switches every single time. That's how you get power and speed in that switch. You want to think about a boxer throwing a jab. It's going to go with a little exhale. So we're going triple switch. Let's match the breath with the switch. Ready? Go. Switch, switch, switch. Go. Switch, switch, switch. Go. Switch, switch, switch. Go. Switch, switch, switch. And done. Awesome. Go. Go. Triple switch. Ready? Go. 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 Okay, our next drill, and this is kind of the main drill for the workout, is going to be a half kneeling start. So the purpose of this is to work on projection angle. The previous drill was to work on switch mechanics and speed. This one is projection angle. So you're going 10 yards per rep. You're going to give me 1 warm-up rep, so that's 1 per side. And you've set up perfectly. It's going to be back knee is in at the midline of the front foot, and then the front foot's just on the line. Go ahead and back up so you're right behind the line. And then we get that knee down on the ground. Now, the reason we're working from such a deep angle is we're really trying to work on power and projection from that front leg. So I want you to think about this. For the first 10 yards, my primary focus is 3 hard, powerful steps. After that, I'm just gonna try to keep my head down, chase my shoulders out to 10 yards. You wanna think about projecting the shoulders forward every single step for these 10 yards. And remember, exhale as you drive out. Let's go. Good work, there you go, nice. And again, that was a great rep. Really good projection. What I liked there is that you didn't focus on the deceleration. That's gonna come later in the program. For now, we just want to think about, especially those first 3 steps, how far can I get every step? Remember, when I'm striking back, just like those switch mechanics, I want to strike back for all 10 yards, try to go as close to underneath the hip as possible on every single one of these steps. Big exhale, drive, good. 2 reps is 1 set. So once we're done with that, we'll take about a 2-minute break and go again. Again, the focus of this day is primarily technique. So here's what I want you to think about. Again, we're pushing the shoulders out in front of the body the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't want you on this rep to go from here, load in, and then explode. Because what happened is you pushed your hip into it, and then you went straight up, right?
Straight up.
So here's what I want you to think. We're gonna load the front leg, torso's over. I'm gonna take my big breath in, get my core tight right here. Exhale and try to keep my shoulders and head at this angle the entire time.
Okay.
Keep the shoulders down. Eyes are only on the next step, every step. There you go, work. Good. The last thing I want you to really be focused on when we're doing this 10-yard acceleration is what's called a low heel recovery. So when this back foot comes off the ground, what I don't want to do is compensate for a weak hip by doing this. And again, that's heel up to the butt. We don't want to do that. When the foot comes off the ground, I want you to think about, after toe off, I'm punching everything forward and close to the ground.
Yeah.
So the reason it's called a low heel recovery is because this heel is coming just over this heel, right there. We're not going there. Okay?
Yeah.
So I really want you to think about, when that foot comes off the ground, pull with the hip and then punch the foot down and back into the ground. Keep those shoulders out in front of you. Eyes down on the next step. Once we get toe off, we're gonna keep that foot low to the ground. Let's go. Punch, punch, punch. There you go, way to go. First 3 steps. Low heel recovery, we love it. Okay, we got 1 more rep each side. Remember, let's focus on low heel recovery. And how do we do that? We wanna keep that foot close to the ground as I'm driving my hip through. There you go, way to go. Great projection angle too.
Sure.
Okay, this is the last bit of the session. Again, this session should take around about 40 minutes to complete, start to finish. This one's just our basic conditioning. We're just building that super baseline of speed and speed endurance too. Yeah. So we're going 10-yard sprints. You're gonna have about 2 to 3 seconds to hit that 10-yard, and then you're getting 10 seconds to set up at that line and sprint back this way. Make sure we go all the way through the line the entire time, right? We wanna make sure that last step is past the line. Once you're done, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to reset, get back to the line, going this way. We're going 5 each way, so 10 total. Are you ready?
Yeah.
On you. There you go, drive, 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 drive. Perfect, 10, 9, 8, and you will require a little bit of deceleration like you just did to get back to the line on time. That's awesome. 3, 2, 1, drive it. There you go, work. Good. We got 2, 1, big drive, let's go. There you go, all the way through. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. First 3 steps, let's try to project the body. 3, 2, 1, go. Good work, well done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Once you hit this, it's the halfway point. Go. Drive, 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 drive. We're at the halfway point. 10, 3, 2, 1. We're over halfway now. Let's go. Well done. 10, 9. This is where the fatigue starts to set in. We want to make sure we still have those solid cues. Project the shoulders out in front of us. Low heel recovery almost there. 2, 1, drive. Big drive, big drive, big drive, big drive. We're into the last 3 reps, man. Let's keep it going. You're gonna get as much out of this as you put in. So we gotta make sure we are pushing every single one of these reps. We don't wanna make it too easy, and how we do that is by not trying. Ready, go. Push, 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 push. We're almost there, we got 2 more. 10, 3, 2, 1, go. Drive, 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 drive. Good job being consistent all the way through it, man. We're almost there, we got 5, 4, finish all the way through the line. You don't need to decelerate on this one too. 1, drive, and we're done. You're gonna get the most out of this if you really go full effort on every single acceleration. If you don't, you can jog through, and it's about 100 yards of jogging. It's not that great. If it's 100 yards of sprinting, we're really doing some good work. How do you feel?
Feel good. That was great work.
Awesome, man. How did the 10 by 10 feel at the end?
It was good. Definitely after the good leg workout that we just got into. It's a good finisher, good conditioning at the end of it for sure.
That's what's up. Awesome, man. I appreciate you very much.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
That was the end of the first Forever an Athlete sprint workout. You don't need a track and a field. You just need some grass, some cones to mark out 10 yards, 20 yards for your warm-ups. You don't need any equipment, and we're going to try to keep as many of these sprint sessions without equipment as possible to make it as easily accessible. Again, the biggest thing here is pay attention to the coaching cues. Let's make sure that we're getting the most out of every drill. And the best way to get speed training work and attack speed training is to make sure that you're taking appropriate rest periods, which are in the workout below. Let's go.